Hello students, welcome back to our session of discussion of JEE Mains 2024 January 27th morning shift physics questions part 2. Okay, so already in part 1 we have discussed a few questions, so a few more questions we'll discuss in this part. Belongs to January 27th morning shift only. Okay, yes, you can see here so already as I have mentioned in part 1, January 27th morning session or morning shift paper was very easy, especially chemistry, physics parts were very easy, maths was a little lengthy, and the questions which I am presenting here are students memory based questions, guys. Students memory based questions. So the sentence formations in the exam paper and the questions which you come across here will be slightly different, and even the data will be slightly different, but similar kind of questions you can come across here. Okay, right. Let us see this question now. Right, the question is, find change in internal energy in joule of a gas if m is equal to 0.08 kg, m is equal to 0.08 kg, Cv specific heat constant volume is 0.17 kilocalorie per kg per degree Celsius, and delta T, that is change in temperature, is 5 degrees Celsius. Right, so here you have to use a direct formula, guys. Okay, that is yeah, the expression for change in internal energy is, as we know, delta U. It is denoted as delta U is equal to mc delta T. Here C is Cv specific heat at constant volume. So based on the given data, you have to substitute the data directly. Here mass of the gas m is given as 0.08 kg, 0.08 into Cv is, all quantities are in SI units only, guys. You can observe here, but here this kilo calories, just we are mentioning this specific heat in terms of calories. Okay, so it is equal to 0.17 kilocalories. Especially while substituting this, you can I have to substitute into kilo means 10 to the power 3. Let us keep in calories. Okay, so into delta T, change in temperature, is 5 degrees Celsius. So here this gives, if you multiply 10 power 3, right, 10 power 2 into 0.08 is 8. So 8 into 5, 40. Here 110 will be there. Into 40 we do, we will get 4 into 17, that gives you 68 calories. This gives in calories, because in this kilocalorie part you have kept this energy part, specific heat part, in calories, in terms of calories. This is delta U in calories. But the question is, what is the change in internal energy in joules? In joules you want. So you should remember the conversion relation. Okay, 1 kilocalorie is equal to 4200 joule. Directly you should have substituted, or 1 calorie is equal to 4.2 joule. Right, if you substitute this here, then you will get delta U as 68 into 4.2. So this gives you 284.24 joule. So this is the change in internal energy in terms of joules. You can cross check. This is the answer. So depending on here, the options are not given. If it is numerical based question, it is not clear whether it is numerical based question or option based questions. If it is numerical based, depends on the round figure also. Sometimes it will be taken as 284 only as a round figure, numerical value you have to take. Okay, so accordingly you have to take the value. Okay, next, so this is what you are asked to find. Okay, this is the final answer for this particular question. I hope it is clear for you. Go through once again. Right, is it a simple question? Next question is this one. The question is, a gas undergoes isothermal expansion from 30 dm cube to 45 centimeter cube. Let me check once. Sorry, not centimeter cube, dm cube only. Here, just let me change this part. This is dm cube only. Yes. dm cube means decimeter cube. It is a decimeter cube. Centimeter, decimeter, meters. This kind of units you should remember. Okay. Here you have to remember that 1 centimeter equal to how many meters? 10 power minus 2 meters. 1 decimeter equal to how many meters? 10 to the power minus 1 meter. That is decimeter. Okay, you have to remember this conversion relation. Now, yeah. Okay. So, what you are asked to find? When a gas undergoes isothermal expansion, this is a condition, guys. You have to remember. Note down this. Isothermal means temperature remains constant. When a gas undergoes isothermal expansion from 30 decimeter cube to 45 decimeter cube, find the heat absorbed by the gas if external pressure is 10 kilopascal. Within the bracket, it is given that ln of 1.5 is equal to ln of 1.5 is equal to 0.4 approximately. So options are given. So what you have to do here, what is given and what you are supposed to find. It is given that an isothermal expansion, a gas is undergoing isothermal expansion. That is one part of the data. Other part is it expanded from 30 decimeter cube to 45 decimeter cube. So from first law of thermodynamics, you can say from first law of thermodynamics, we can say dq, heat supplied, dq is equal to du plus dw. Heat supplied will be utilized in two ways. To a part to increase its internal energy, and the remaining is used to do work. But internal energy is purely a function of temperature. If temperature remains constant, internal energy also remains constant. So change in internal energy will be 0 for isothermal process. For isothermal process, dt is 0 and hence du is also equal to 0. Change in internal energy is 0. Therefore, whatever the heat you have supplied is used to do the work. dq equal to dw, or simply you can say q equal to w. So for isothermal process, work done is nothing but, again we can say for isothermal process, or in isothermal process, dw or w is equal to nRT into S ln of V2 by V1. ln of V2 by V1. And as here the pressures and volumes are given. Okay, it is expanded means volume has changed from what is that volume, initial volume 30 decimeter cube to 45 decimeter cube. Meter cube is unit of volume, here decimeter cube they have given. So you have to replace this in terms of pressure and volume terms. Therefore you can write dq is equal to, this implies dq is equal to dw, which is equal to pv, because nRT is equal to pv, pv equal to nRT, pv into ln of v2 by v1. Substitute the values. What is the question? What is the heat absorbed by the gas? Absorbed means initial, from when the volume is having initial value, how much it is absorbed. So we have to take this implies dq is equal to p1 v1 ln of v2 by v1 is equal to P1 is the external pressure supplied is how much? 10 kilopascal. 10 kilo means 10 to the power 3, so 10 into 10 to the power 3 is 10 to the power 4 pascal into V1 is 30 decimeter cube. Yeah, 30 decimeter is 10 to the power minus 1 meter, cube means 10 to the power minus 3, 10 to the power minus 3 right, is V1 into ln of V2 by V1. V2 is 45 decimeter cube by initial volume is 30 decimeter cube. Decimeter cube gets cancelled anyway. So 45 by 30. So 15 to 15 threes. If you simplify further, you will get. So I am simplifying here itself. This implies dq is equal to 30 into 10 power minus 3 into 10 power 4. Here you can say 30 10 power 4 can be written as 3 into 10 power 5. So 3 into 10 power 5 minus 3 becomes 3 into 10 power 2. 3 into 10 power 2 into ln of 15 2s, 15 3s. 15 3 by 15 2s is nothing but 1.5. Yes, but ln of 1.5 value is given in the question. It is equal to 0.4. Yes, check the values here. Here pressure is 10 power 4, 30 decimeter cube. Yeah, so what you will get then, it is 10 power 2 is 300. So this is equal to 300 into ln of 3 by 2. The value given in the question is 0.4 approximately. So if you multiply with this, you will get 30 into 4, so is approximately equal to, this implies dq, or therefore also you can mention, therefore dq is equal to 120 watt. This is energy, heat energy, so in joule, all are in SI units, so you can take this in joules. Options are given, or it is numerical based question. Options are given here, 120 joule. Option 3 is the right one. Okay, this is how you have to work out this kind of questions. So go through once properly and try it. If any confusion, you can drop a message. Next question. So I hope it is clear, everyone. Let us go to the next question. The next question is this. The question is, a banked road of radius 400 meter, is there with the base separation between the rails is 1.5 meter. Base separation between the rails is 1.5 meter. If speed of a car for safe turning is 12 meter per second, that should be the maximum speed, safe speed, then find the height of one rail with respect to the second rail is the question. So how to understand this? This kind of questions are little typical questions. You have to understand properly and you have to deal with them. Okay. What is given here is a banked road of radius is given. Banked road is given. Banked road means they should road inner part, outer part will be elevated compared with inner part. If you have a curved road, if you have a, here you can take here, this is a curved road. So the outer part compared with inner part This is horizontal part. So outer part compared with inner part, it will be elevated slightly through some angle theta. That is called banking. So that kind of bank road we are having. Let us mark here. Okay. So this is elevated through some small angle theta, so that at base these are the edge points, and this is the height raised. You can take it as h. This is a width of the road. You can take w, something like that, or you can take x or w, some different symbol you can use. But it is given that the bank road of radius is 400 meters means it is a part of a circular track. So radius of this road, curved road, is nothing but radius of the circle of which it is a part, of which this is a part. I hope you are able to understand the conceptual part. Okay. So, and the base separation between the rails is 1.5 meter. This is the base separation. You can take, this is something like this, XR, different symbols you can use. This is equal to 1.5 meter from here to here. That is the case. And if the car is moving on this curved road, this is a part of a circular road. Okay, this is a part of a circular road. On this, a car is moving, a vehicle is moving like this. A car is moving. What should be the safe speed is the question. What is the safe speed? Safe speed is given, guys. If the speed of the car for safe turning is 12 meter per second, then find the height of one rail. What is this height? Height is the question, guys. Okay, so x is 1.5 meter. Safe speed is v is equal to 12 meter per second. Then find h. Find h is the question. Yeah. And the radius of curvature of the curved road, capital R, or smaller any symbol you can use, is nothing but 400 meter. So which formula you have to use in this particular case is, you have to be careful while doing this kind of question. You have to apply the conceptual part properly. If this is a vehicle of mass m, mg will be acting vertically down. Mg will be acting vertically down. And a normal reaction will be acting normal to the surface. Try to draw this free body diagram properly, and by symmetry, if you extend this will be theta. So if this is mg, this will be mg cos theta, and this is normal reaction with respect to vertical, and this will be theta. So if you resolve this n, you will get n cos theta here, and in perpendicular direction to this, n sin theta. So n cos theta is balancing with mg, and n sin theta provides the required centripetal force, if you remember the concept properly. Okay, n sin theta is a component of force. This provides required centripetal force. Centripetal force is nothing but, if a vehicle is having mass m moving with velocity v, safe velocity, m square by r. Okay, you can take this as equation. Whereas n cos theta is balancing with mg. Equation 2 you can take. Okay, if you take the ratio of this 1 by 2, that gives n sin theta by n cos theta, and cancel with tan theta is equal to this by this. If you do m and m cancel, then we will get v square by rg. V square by r into g. And what you are asked to find here, h, then how h is involving here? So because from the diagram, if you take this is something like a p, you can give some different names, a, b, c. ABC is a kind of right angle triangle for which h is height and x is horizontal distance. So if you take tan theta, opposite side by adjacent side, opposite side is h and adjacent side is x. So from the figure, tan theta is h by x is nothing but 1.5 meter. This is equal to v square. V value is given. How much is that? 12. Directly can substitute 12 square. 12 into 12 by radius is given as 400 meters, and the g is the value of g. You can take it as 10. So now by simplifying this, you can find out h, where everything is clear, only h is unknown, so you can find out h. Let's do the simplification part by itself and we do the calculations, guys. 3 1 down here, 1.5 can be written as 3 by 2 for calculations purpose. You can take h is equal to 12 into 12 is 144. Yes, I hope. Or you can take 12 into 12 and simplify further into divided by 4000 into 1.5 is 3 by 2 into 1.5, so into 3 by 2. So here you can cancel out these things, 4 ones, so you'll get 4 ones, so 1000, 4 ones, 4 3s 12, and 2 ones, 2 sixes. So this is 3 6 is 18 and 18 is 54, so it is h is equal to 54 by 1000. Therefore h is equal to 3 decimals of 4, this 54 to the left, so 0.054 meter is the value of elevation. Okay, so do the calculation once, check the calculations properly once again. Right, this is how you have to work out this kind of questions, guys. I hope it is clear for you, for everyone. Draw the free body diagram properly while discussing the theory part. I hope everyone might have done this while deriving the expression for maximum speed also. Right, yeah, that's it. Next question is, a particle is moving from origin with initial velocity 5 I cap, guys. This is 5 I cap initial velocity, and constant acceleration. Constant is also important. Constant acceleration of 3 I cap plus 2 j cap meter per second square. When the position of the particle is 84 centimeter, its velocity is root alpha meter per second. Then find the value of alpha. It is numerical based question. Okay, so in this kind of cases, as initial velocity is given as in vector form, if you want to take u bar is equal to 5 I cap, and acceleration in vector form is given as a bar is equal to 3 I cap plus 2 j cap. And when the position of the particle is, I can take x is equal to 84 centimeter, its velocity is root alpha. Then what is alpha is the question. Okay, final velocity v is equal to root alpha, so that alpha is equal to what is the question. So you have to think about the equations of motions, because acceleration is constant here, constant acceleration motion. For constant acceleration motions, you can apply the equations of motion. See here, the one which relates the initial velocity, acceleration, and displacement. We can take s is equal to ut plus of at square, or v square minus u square equal to s v square. Yes, this v square minus u square equal to 2 into a into x. So any of these relations you can use, but if you think about the relation x is equal to ut plus of at square, u is given, a is given, half into a into t is not given. So you have to find out you're asked to find final velocity. In terms of final velocity, you need to find final velocity. So we can say v is equal to u plus at. U is given, a is given, t is not given. So we have to find t, then you can make use of that equation. So for that purpose, let us take one equation here. S is equal to ut plus half at square. So for horizontal direction, as initially it is projected along x direction with initial ux, right, sx is equal to x into t plus half ax into t square. For horizontal direction, you can take sx is when the position is 84. Yes, when the position is 84 centimeters, the final velocity is root alpha. So for position to be 84, how much time to travel a position of 84 meters only, right? Yeah, how much time it takes, that you can find out by using this relation. If you find this, then you can use the equation V is equal to U plus AT. As A is given, after that time with the initial velocity V, if it is traveling, what should be final velocity? You can find out very easily. This is what is the question. So from this Sx is x is 84. Substitute 84 is equal to ux. Ux is what is the initial velocity of projection? 5 I cap. So 5 in vector form also can take this is displacement, this is velocities. Okay, so you have to take little carefully. 5 into we are not taking what vector forms, we are taking components form or scalar form. 5 into t plus half into ax, x component of acceleration only. It is having both x and y components. X component is 3 I cap and y component is 2j cap. So only x component if you take 3 into t square. So 3 by 2 t square. So if you observe this, it is the kind of in the form of what do you call ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 form, quadratic equation. So if you can rewrite it as, because it is in the form of, because of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 form it is in. So for if it is in this form, the root of this here, the variable is t, so root of x, root values of x is given by, for this you can take x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. We call as roots of quadratic equation. This is what this equation is called, what? Quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. And x value is called as roots of quadratic equation. It will have both positive and negative roots. So and here if you substitute the values by rewriting this as 3 by 2, this implies 3 by 2 t square plus 5t minus 84 is equal to 0. The quadratic equation form x square plus bx plus c form. This is a, this is b, this is c. So if you substitute all and if you calculate, you will come across, then in place of x you have to put t. This implies t is equal to minus b. B is 5, so minus 5 plus or minus square root of b square means 5 square. 5 square is 25. 25 minus 4 into a is 3 by 2, c is minus 84. Minus or minus becomes plus 84. This also you have to be very very careful about this signs. Divided by 2a. 2 into a is 3 by 2. 2 cancel, 3 remains here. Then if you simplify further, you will get minus 5 plus or minus, but usually time should be positive always, you have to take positive term. So plus square root of 25 plus, this is 3 by 2, 2 ones 2, 4 2 2 is 42. So 4 3 is 12, 12 into 42. If you simplify, you'll get kind of, what is that, 504. Yes, so what is that, 4 into 3 into 42 or 12 into 42 is this part, divided by this entire thing divided by 3 is there. If you simplify it, you will get minus 5. This entire thing is root 529 you will get, plus or minus root 529 you will get, divided by 3. But root 529 is nothing but 23. Root of this is 23. So therefore we will get, it is equal to minus 5 plus 23 divided by 3 is equal to 18 divided by 3 is nothing but 6. So once you get t is equal to 6 seconds, t is in seconds, then by using the equation here, and so you are asked to find what is final velocity. V is equal to ut plus, sorry, v equal to u plus at. V is equal to u plus at. In vector form, if we take u is 5 I cap plus a is 3i plus 2j. 3i plus 2j is v equal to u plus a into t. T is 6. So if you simplify this, you will get 6i plus 12j. 6i plus 5 is 11i. So it is equal to 11i plus 12j. 11i only. Check it out. No, 6 3s 18. 18 plus 5. So do it properly, guys. Calculations, even if I do wrong. So 18 plus 5, 23. 23i plus 12j is v, and v bar you can write it as, if you, its magnitude if you want. So v is equal to square root of 23 square is 529. 529 plus 12 square 144 under root. This is equal to square root of 673. So this is identical to root alpha. In the question it is given that this is v should be equal to root of alpha. In place of alpha we have what? 673. This is numerical question, guys. 673. So try to take the values properly. Practice once again, step by step. I hope the writing part is clear for you all. Right, so take and practice, guys. Practice properly. So during the process of this explanation I would like to give few simple suggestions, that practice and try yourself, give a good attempt, but don't feel that you are not able to do and you are unworthy kind of things. You don't get into your mind. Okay, try your best, practice your best, and attempt the exam. If you are not able to do well, try next time. Right, recently I come across some news which are happening in Kota. Some of the girl students have suicided because they were not able to perform well. They're not able to perform well is not the question here. By feeling that they are not going to perform well, the one student has got suicide. She has attempted, girl student has suicided. Not just attempted, she has suicided. It's a very sad thing. So don't think in that way, that extreme thoughts. Try to avoid. There is so much of life is there. There are so many ways are there. If not this, if you're not at all clear JEE also, you can choose any other things. So many ways are there to live. So be careful. Try to keep the mind healthy. Right. Next question. Next question is statement based question. Yeah. The question is, statement 1 says angular momentum and Planck constant have same dimensions, and statement 2 says moment of force and linear momentum have same dimensions. These are the statements. The option says, first option says both the statements are true, second option says both statements are false, third statement says statement 1 is true and second one is false, fourth option says statement 2 is true and 1 is false. So here you have to just try with your conceptual understanding. You see, angular momentum, formula for angular momentum in terms of Planck constant, if you remember, you can write it as L is equal to, from Bohr's postulates actually, you can write L is equal to NH by 2 pi. So actually this Bohr's postulates in chemistry you guys will get in 11th, and in physics you will get in 12th. So we can recollect back. L is equal to NH by 2 pi, integral multiple of H by 2 pi, where N is a number, 2 pi is also value, numerical value. So N and N by 2 pi is numerical value. So L numerically is equal to H. So angular momentum, L is angular momentum. So where L is angular momentum, numerically equal to Planck's constant. Planck's constant, that means the units and dimensions of both are same. So first statement is true. What about second statement? Moment of force and linear momentum. This is first statement, statement 1. Okay, whereas statement 2 says Moment of force and linear momentum. Moment of force is nothing but torque. Torque tau is equal to moment of force. We write like this. And linear momentum is P is equal to mass into velocity. Okay, angular momentum is moment of linear momentum. So here torque is R into F. Momentum is mass into velocity. They are not same, and of course so they will not possess same dimensions. So statement 1 is true and statement 2 is false. So which option is right? Third option is the right one. Statement 1 is true and statement 2 is false. Okay, so both of these will not have same dimensions, right? So I hope it is clear for you all. So that's it. Next question. Let us see the next question. Okay, a simple one. So these days, from few years, questions, surely one question is coming based on either vernier calipers or spirometer, screw gauge, etc., etc. So, okay, in this session, a question is asked based on spirometer. Okay, the question is, spirometer can't be used for measurement of. Options are radius of curvature of convex mirror, second option says radius of curvature of concave mirror, third option says thickness of capacitor plates, fourth option says specific gravity of liquid. Spirometer is used to measure some kind of thickness here, especially while using convex mirror, concave mirror. Radius of curvature can be measured by using, of course, spirometer. You may have a lab experiment based on this, and it is also used to measure the thickness of plane slabs also. So that means here thickness of capacitor plates also can be measured by using what you call spirometer. But specific gravity of a liquid cannot be determined by using spirometer. So we can measure all this, we cannot measure this. So the question is, spirometer can't be used to measure what? It can't be used to measure specific gravity. So fourth option is the right one. So these are few questions, guys. Okay, so this I'm winding now. Okay, in next session we'll discuss, this is part 2 of JEE Mains 2024 January 27th, the morning shift paper discussion and analysis part. In part 3 we will discuss few more questions, and then just I would like to discuss the questions from other sessions also. Evening session of 27th and 29th, morning session 29th, evening session. So to do all the questions in one day I'm not getting time, so I'm doing part by part. You guys can go through whenever you get time, and if you have any questions you can drop me a message. Okay guys, take care everyone, take care of your health, prepare properly, keep all the points which I have given in mind, concentrate. Will get succeed surely. Take care everyone, bye bye.